Warhawks, this is Jenna with Warhawk Fitness. Welcome to day 1 of your yoga workout series. So keep in mind for yoga, you want to make sure you have an open and wide area to practice, as well as a mat if you'd like to use that. And other than that, I hope you enjoy. So starting at the top of your mats with your feet about hip distance apart here, inhaling your biceps up by your ears as you come into standing mountain, gazing up at your fingertips, creating a slight arch in your lower back here, elongating through your spine. And then as you exhale, reaching down for your mat, as you come into a forward fold, keeping soft bends into your knees here, feeling a stretch in your hamstrings. And on your next inhale, placing your hands either below or above your knees as you come into extended spine, creating a flat back. Really using your core here to help keep you lifted. Keeping your weight in your heels. And then as you exhale, placing your hands down on the mat as you bend at your knees and choosing to step or hop back into plank. In plank, making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders here, creating a straight line with your body. Tucking your belly button in towards your spine. And now as you inhale, shifting your weight forward onto your toes, and exhale, chaturanga, slowly lowering down, engaging your triceps. And once you reach your mat, flattening out both feet as you push up into cobra. You can choose to stay here, or we can lower down to Sphinx, finding your option. Remembering that yoga is all about the practice, so choosing what works best for you, for your practice. And now at this time, curling both toes under, and exhale as you push your hips up and back, coming into a downward dog. In downward dog, creating an inverted V with your body. You can take some alternating heel presses here if you'd like. Now walking both of your feet back up to your hands, inhaling your biceps up by your ears, walking your feet in together, and as you exhale, sink to chair pose, keeping your arms by your ears, or bringing your hands to your heart center, lifting your chest, keeping your weight in your heels, and inhale back to standing mountain, exhale forward fold. And then step it back to your downward dog once again. Inhaling your left leg up towards the ceiling and bending at your left knee. Feeling a stretch in your left hip. And now switching sides, doing the same thing with the other leg. Taking deep breaths. And now placing your right foot in between your hands at the top of your mat. As you come into a low lunge here, keep in mind you want your right knee in line with your right ankle. You can also choose to lower your back knee down if that's more comfortable. And now at this time, walking your right foot to the edge of your mat as you come into lizard lunge, placing both of your hands on the instep of your right foot. Choosing to stay here or lowering down to your forearms. Or for another option, hooking your right elbow around your right ankle. Taking deep breaths in through your nose and out your mouth. And now returning back onto your hands if you're not already there. Walking your foot back in between your hands. And lowering your back knee, flattening out your back foot, and then dropping your hips back as you come into half splits, choosing to keep your hands where they are or walking them out, feeling a stretch in your right hamstring, making sure your right toes are pointing up towards the ceiling here. returning back to your low lunge, bringing your right knee back to meet your left as you come into tabletop, getting ready for a cat-cow sequence. So making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders and your knees are in line with your hips here. As you inhale, lifting your gaze up towards the ceiling, creating an arch in your back, coming into cow pose. And then as you exhale, bringing your chin in towards your chest, this time rounding your back as you come into cat pose. Inhale back to cow. And exhale cat. Repeating this motion at your own pace. Great work. And now returning back to tabletop, this time stepping your left foot up and coming into a low lunge. Again, keeping your left knee in line with your left ankle. Choosing to lower your back knee if you'd like. You should be feeling a stretch in your right hip flexor here. And now walking your left foot out to the edge of your mat as you come into lizard lunge on the other side. Again, choosing your option, staying on your hands, lowering down, or hooking your arm. You can also drop your back knee here. Really opening up through your left hip. Great job. Now walking your foot back to center, releasing your right knee, and then extending your hips back as you come into half splits. Choosing to walk your fingertips out in front of you, feeling a stretch in your rhomboids. Again, pointing those toes up towards the ceiling. And exhale, stepping back to low lunge. And now stepping your right foot in, coming to forward folds, holding here. Making it a goal to reach a little bit further this time around. And now at this time, stepping your right foot back at a 45-degree angle, and then windmilling your arms up as you bring them by your biceps. Coming into warrior one. In warrior one, sinking deep into your front leg. Making sure there's a straight line from the heel of your left foot back to the arch of your right foot. Choosing to bring your hands to heart center or to the small of your back. Continuing to breathe. And now using your core to assist you, stepping your right foot in as you balance on your right big toe, bringing your arms up by your ears, and then slowly coming into warrior three, choosing to bring your body to a 45-degree angle, or all the way parallel to the ground, choosing your arm options here. Now we'll be coming into branch pose, so lifting your right knee up into branch, flexing out your right foot, and then as you exhale, returning back to warrior three, working on your balance, following your breath. Inhale, branch, and exhale, warrior three. Repeating this 2 more times at your own pace. You're doing great. Last one here. And now stepping your right foot back to meet your left. Maybe wiggling out your feet or your legs, releasing any tension. And then this time you'll be stepping your left foot back for warrior one. So again at a 45-degree angle and bending into your front leg, choosing your arm options. Really sinking deep. Building some strength into your legs. Holding here for one more round of breath. And now step your left foot in using your core, preparing for warrior 3. Finding your option, 45-degree angle or pillow to the ground. Holding here, finding a steady spot to gaze upon on the ground. Now we'll be coming into branch pose, so inhaling your left knee up, flexing at your foot, and exhale back to warrior 3. Great job, keep it going. You can also choose to tap your foot in between if you'd like. Just 2 more here. Last one. Great work. Now step your left foot back to meet your right. This time we're going to come into goddess pose. So stepping your feet wide, making sure your toes are facing the corners of the room. And you'll be bringing your hands to heart center. As you sink down, making sure you're tucking your hips under and not coming into a squat. Keeping your chest lifted and holding here. Working on bringing your legs parallel to the mat. Taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now as you inhale, straightening your legs, and then coming down onto your mat, back to tabletop. Curling both toes under as you come into plank. Inhale, shifting your weight forward, and exhale, lowering down. And now we'll be coming into half frog pose, so bringing your left leg up towards your body at a 90-degree angle. Feeling a stretch in your hip flexor. And now switching sides, doing the same thing with the other. And returning back to center, making your way back to tabletop. Now we'll be coming into thread the needle, so inhaling your right arm up overhead, and exhale as you thread it underneath you, off to the left. Bringing the right side of your head down onto the mat, and keeping your hips up in the air here. Taking some deep breaths, unwinding. And now placing your left hand back onto your mat next to your head, inhaling up. And exhale, release. Now doing the same thing on the left side, lifting your arm up, threading it underneath you. Placing your right hand back onto the mat, inhale up, and exhale, release. Sweeping both of your legs off to the side, now in front of you. Skinning to the top of your mat if you're using a mat, and then rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling both of your knees in towards your chest, and slowly rocking side to side. Feeling a massage in your upper back and your internal organs. Now placing your hands onto your knees, continuing to rock side to side, feeling a massage in your lower back and your upper glutes. And now slowly bringing your rocking to a stop, placing your feet onto the mat, choosing to stay here with your feet onto the mat or extending them long. Placing your hands on the ground, at your belly, maybe at your heart center, as you prepare for Savasana. So just taking this time for yourself, choosing to lay here for about 5 to 10 minutes, finding some relaxation, maybe reflecting on your practice today, allowing your body to sink into the ground, just holding here. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today. Stay healthy and namaste.